Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast. I'm Dennis Goddard.
And I'm Louise Hicks.
Today we're diving deep into something pretty mind-boggling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the idea of communicating with our parallel selves.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Those alternate versions of us making different choices in other realities.
Right, exactly. It's an idea that's fascinated people,
But-
forever.
Oh, for sure. Philosophers, physicists, you name it.
One guy who really got into this was Neville Goddard.
Goddard. His work on consciousness and reality is still so relevant.
Totally. Especially when we talk about these parallel selves.
Absolutely. Goddard believed our imagination is the key. Like, we can access those realities just by imagining them.
So you're saying if we can imagine those other realities,
What if we could actually communicate with them?
whoa, with our other selves,
Sure.
what if they're already trying to reach us?
Sending us messages, guidance, even warnings.
It's kind of a wild thought, isn't it?
It's definitely tantalizing. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. 10 signs that your parallel selves might be trying to talk to you.
Okay, so we're basically going to decode those whispers from the multiverse.
Exactly. Those little nudges from the yous who took the other paths.
The ones who made different choices, learned different things.
Right. And by learning to recognize these signs, we can tap into all that wisdom
Use it to navigate our own lives.
with more clarity, purpose, even a little magic, perhaps.
All right, let's get to it. Sign number 1. Your parallel selves might be trying to reach you.
Lay it on me.
Deja vu. That feeling you've been there before.
Oh, we've all felt that, like a strange sense of familiarity.
What if it's not just a brain glitch, but a peek into another you's experience?
Whoa, okay. Like, for a second, the boundaries blur and you see through their eyes.
Maybe they're trying to tell you something, guide you.
A signal to pay attention. Look closer at everything around you.
Ask yourself, what's familiar? What am I supposed to learn from this?
Is-
All right, sign number 2. Those meaningful coincidences. The synchronicities.
You mean when things line up just a little too perfectly?
Yeah, like it's orchestrated, not just random.
It does make you wonder if there's something more at play.
What if it's our parallel selves working behind the scenes?
Guiding us, along with the universe, toward a specific outcome.
Like they're pulling strings, giving us little nudges.
Imagine you're struggling with a decision, and suddenly, bam, a book, a conversation gives you the answer.
Or you think of a friend, and they call out of the blue.
Right. It's like, what are the chances?
Definitely feels like something bigger is going on.
What if it's all of our other selves working together to guide us?
Okay, let's move on to sign number 3. Vivid dreams.
Those dreams that feel incredibly real.
So real, it's like you actually lived it.
You wake up and it's hard to shake off, you know.
Like you got a sneak peek into another version of your life story.
Maybe a potential future or a different path your other self took.
Some of those dreams can be inspiring, showing you what's possible.
Others can be a little unnerving, like a warning.
Definitely makes you think about the choices those other selves made.
It's all valuable information, even if it's not always comfortable.
It makes you wonder, what did I learn from this? How does it apply to my life?
Exactly.
All right, on to sign number 4. Those sudden mood swings that come out of nowhere.
Oh, you mean like a wave of sadness when everything's fine?
Or a burst of joy for no apparent reason.
What if those are echoes of our parallel selves' experiences?
Like we're tuning into their emotional frequency.
Right, you're feeling a ripple effect from their reality.
So that random wave of sadness, maybe it's because a parallel self is going through something tough.
It's like empathy, but across different reality.
Wow, that's pretty profound.
Instead of just brushing those feelings aside, explore them.
Maybe there's a message there.
They might be trying to tell us something about ourselves or a situation we're dealing with.
Okay, on to sign number 5. Physical sensations. Tingling, warmth, pressure.
Those feelings that seem to come out of nowhere.
Exactly. But what if it's not random?
What if we can interpret them as messages from our other selves?
So that tingle in your hand could be a parallel self cheering you on.
Or maybe a warning to be careful in a certain situation.
Like a whole language of physical cues.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
A direct line to our other selves.
It's definitely worth exploring. Pay attention to those sensations. Look for any patterns, any meanings.
All right, listeners, we've covered 5 signs so far. Have you experienced any of these? What messages might your other selves be trying to send?
And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics Podcast. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'll be back with 5 more signs that your parallel selves might be reaching out.
Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast. We've been exploring the fascinating realm of parallel selves.
Those other versions of ourselves in different realities, and whether they might be trying to connect with us.
We've talked about 5 signs so far.
From déjà vu to physical sensations.
Let's dive into 5 more signs that your parallel selves might be reaching out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sign number 6. Recurring numbers, those number sequences you see everywhere.
Like when you keep seeing 11.11.
Exactly. Or you get a receipt for, like, $11.11.
And then your car mileage hits $11.11. It's almost spooky.
It does feel like a message, doesn't it?
A lot of people believe these recurring numbers have specific meanings.
Like a code we gotta crack.
Maybe it's the universe's way of talking to us.
And our parallel selves are like, hey, pay attention to this number.
There's something here for you.
But how do you figure out what it means?
It's a personal journey. What does that number mean to you?
What does it make you think of? What feelings come up?
Those are your clues.
Sign number 7 might sound a little out there.
Oh, do tell.
Animal messengers. Ever had an encounter with an animal that felt, like, really meaningful?
Like it had a message.
Exactly.
Interesting. What if animals are messengers from our other selves?
Using their unique qualities, their symbolic meanings to communicate with us.
Okay, I see where you're going with this, so it's not just a random butterfly.
It could be a message of transformation from a parallel self.
Or a hawk soaring overhead, symbolizing courage.
Right, like they're tapping into that ancient wisdom.
Using animals as symbols to reach us.
Definitely makes you look at those animal encounters differently.
Pay attention to the animals you see.
Think about what they might represent.
Maybe their symbolism connects to something you're going through.
Sign number 8 brings us to music. Songs and lyrics.
You know those moments when a song suddenly has this deep meaning for you?
Yeah, like you've heard it a million times, but now it's like it's speaking directly to you.
Hits you right in the feels.
What if it's more than coincidence?
What if it's a message from a parallel self?
Sharing their experiences, their wisdom.
Like they're saying, hey, listen to this. There's something in here for you.
Music can be so powerful.
It can really get to you emotionally.
Maybe that's why our other selves use it to connect with us.
The next time a song really resonates with you, pay attention to the lyrics.
See what message it might be trying to convey.
Okay, what's next?
Sign number 9. Shifting perceptions. Those moments when you suddenly see things in a new light.
Like a sudden change of heart.
More like a mental breakthrough.
Your beliefs shift. You see the world differently.
Could it be that we're aligning with the consciousness of a parallel self?
One who's already had that breakthrough.
Like their expanded awareness is rubbing off on us.
And these shifts can be so liberating. They open up so many possibilities.
New relationships, new paths, things you never considered before.
Exactly. It's like your other self is saying, hey, there's a bigger picture here.
Open your mind.
Love it.
All right, and finally, sign number 10. Intuition. That gut feeling.
That inner voice we all have.
What if it's our most direct line to our parallel selves?
Like they're all whispering guidance from other dimensions.
Trust your gut. We gotcha.
That's a great way to put it. We're tapping into their collective wisdom.
So, those are 10 signs we've explored today. Seemingly random occurrences, but what if there are more?
What if they're messages from our other selves, trying to help us reach our full potential?
Okay, listeners, what do you think? Have you experienced any of these signs?
Share your experiences in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics podcast. We'll be right back to talk about how we can actually start listening to these whispers from our other selves.
Welcome back to the Metaphysics podcast. We've been exploring this idea of communicating with our parallel selves.
Yeah, we talked about those 10 signs they might be trying to reach us.
Deja vu, dreams, even the songs we hear. So, now for the big question.
The so what?
Exactly. Why does this even matter?
That's a great question. I think it really changes how we see ourselves.
Like, we're not just this one version of ourselves stuck on one timeline.
Right. It opens us up to this vast, multidimensional being that we are.
Infinite potential.
Yep.
Right. We're not limited by the choices we made in this reality.
Exactly. We can draw inspiration, guidance, even healing from our other selves.
It's like having a cosmic support system.
A team of advisors, but it's all you.
And they've all walked different paths, faced different challenges.
They've learned different lessons, and they're sharing all that wisdom with us. Imagine that.
It's a pretty comforting thought.
Especially when we're feeling lost or uncertain.
It's a reminder that we're never truly alone.
There are versions of us who have overcome obstacles, achieved incredible things.
They've found happiness.
It's a powerful reminder that no matter what we're facing, there's always another possibility.
Another path, Another version of ourselves who found a way through.
And sometimes we carry wounds, traumas, limiting beliefs.
Yeah, from things that happened in this reality.
We get stuck repeating the same patterns, making the same mistakes.
What if we could connect with a parallel self who's already healed from that?
Who's broken free from those patterns? Imagine tapping into their strength, their resilience.
It's like they're offering us a roadmap to our own healing.
A guide for transforming our lives.
And that healing can show up in so many ways. A shift in perspective, a revealing dream.
A synchronicity that guides us in a new direction.
It's like those other versions of us are gently nudging us along the way.
Whispering guidance, helping us to course correct to reach our full potential.
And as we become more aware of those whispers,
Our lives can become so much more meaningful.
we go from just reacting to life.
To consciously creating our reality.
We're not on autopilot anymore. We're choosing our path.
Guided by the wisdom of all our other selves.
It's an adventure, isn't it? A journey of self-discovery.
Full of infinite possibilities.
It takes courage, an open mind.
A willingness to embrace the unknown.
But the rewards are incredible. The insights, the transformations.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into parallel selves,
Keep exploring
keep questioning.
and keep listening to those whispers from the multiverse.
What are your other selves trying to tell you?
What wisdom can you gain from their experiences?
Pay attention to those signs.
Trust your intuition.
And embrace the infinite possibilities.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics Podcast.
And let us know in the comments what signs you've experienced from your parallel selves.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep expanding.
And keep listening for those whispers. We'll catch you on the flip side.